Hey cruisers, happy Sunday. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're living. Thank you so much for joining us. We are here to answer your cruise questions today. Go ahead and type them in the chat and we will answer them live. This is going to be fun. I'm excited about this. If we have any Patreon members in the house, remember to type crew because we know that you are our backstage crew. Want to give you a shout out today if we can. It's just so good to see all of you here. I want to wish a happy birthday to Heather, who's in the chat. Heather, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Wonderful to have you here. Thank you for spending your birthday with us. And everyone who's here, also let us know, when is your next cruise? Type it into the chat. We always love to hear from you. Where are you going? What ship are you going on? Tell us all about it. We can't wait. So what cruise questions do we have today? Do we have questions about packing? Do we have questions about planning? Do we have questions about where you should go on a cruise? What ship you should choose? Bring it on. We are ready for you. Deborah Alexander had asked some questions earlier. We're going to get to those in just a few moments. But first, I want to acknowledge our backstage crew from patreon.com/Cruise Tips TV. Oh, and our Patreon members, don't forget, our monthly Patreon Zoom call is coming up. I want to say it is Tuesday the 4th, isn't it? April 4th. So if you're not a member of our Patreon community, join before April 4th and you can join our Patreon Zoom call where we all hang out for an hour each month and we chat and we see each other's faces and we have a really nice, relaxed backstage conversation. It's a lot of fun. So be sure to join us there. Let's see who we have in the chat today. Just saying hello to everyone really quickly. Oh my goodness, we have so many people here today. This is so exciting. I want to welcome some newbies too. I believe Jan Hensley, I believe you're a newbie. I want to say hello. Probably can't recognize everybody, but I'm going to do my best to point out some newbies today. Here's our backstage crew in the house. We've got Top Rad, Heather Parsons, Mike and Cheryl, of course. We've got Bear Bull Cruise in here. So exciting, yay. Who else do we have? Ginger Pancake. Yes, Ginger just joined our Patreon community. Who else do we have? Taking a peek, Bruce Cruz, of course, Samir and Kristen, our backstage crew. Yuki is as well. John and Brenda. Oh my goodness, my beautiful friend from A Cottage Girl is here. How are you? I have missed you, you guys. You need to check out her YouTube channel. It is amazing. Just absolutely amazing. And her Instagram. I have missed you. It's wonderful to see you. All right, who did I miss? Who did I miss? I think I got everybody who typed it in. We'll see what happens. Hi, Chi is in the house. How are you? Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Shayna. Very, very nice. I'm loving seeing all the cruise countdowns too here too. Wow, Samir's going on Icon. Some exciting cruise countdowns. Yeah, Jan, I thought you were a newbie. Kevin Cuck, it is your first time cruising in November too. We welcome you here. We love newbies here at Cruise Tips TV. We love helping you out. We have just over 900 videos in our library to help you out. Everything from packing to planning to destinations, shore excursions. So go check out our library of past stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get some questions answered here. I'm excited about this. I'm going to go up and see if I can find Deborah's questions from earlier. Deborah, I think, is going to Alaska this year and had asked something about packing. So I'm looking for that. Deborah, you're going on Celebrity Solstice in June, Alaska Dawes Glacier. Ooh, that's going to be so fun. Deborah, question was, she said, should I pack one pair of shorts? Yes, Deborah, that's really funny. I have a feeling Deborah might have just watched our most recent Alaska packing video where we talked, first of all, we gave everyone a free Alaska packing list, and then we talked about the do's and don'ts of packing to Alaska. And one of the do's is actually pack one pair of shorts because there can be heat waves. Generally, it's summertime when you're cruising to Alaska, and you never know when you're going to have an 80-degree day. So I always take one pair of shorts or a skirt or something like that, or a sundress, something that you could put on if it got hot, because it can actually get hot. So hopefully, Deborah, that answers your question. Charles and Elizabeth, Backstage crew. Oh my goodness, sounds good, you guys. Oh, how beautiful. Have a safe drive over to Colonial Williamsburg. You guys live in such a beautiful, historic area, Charles. So gorgeous. Hi, Russell. Good morning. Well, good afternoon maybe to you, but good morning for me. All right, checking for those questions. Deborah, do we get your shorts question okay? You're all good? Okay. Looks like we've got lots of participation today. Oh, Sheldon, I'm sorry I missed you. I see you in the corner. Holly, I see you too. Sorry about that, guys. Oh my gosh, I apologize. Oh, yeah, got it. Mr. Chris Tips TV is trying to get the questions up onto the screen, but it wasn't working. So if you ask your question, we're going to get to you. Okay, it looks like Renee Mort said she's going on May 27th. Carnival Horizon Caribbean Cruise. What is the best thing to do with your money and credit cards when spending a day on the beach? Oh, Renee, I have the perfect tip for you, my dear. I have the perfect tip for you. Let me get you, I'm actually going to give you a link to the product as well because you're going to need this. Hang on, I'm going to grab it for you and show you though. I have the perfect thing for you, Renee. It is a waterproof neck wallet. So these are amazing. There are several different brands of them on Amazon, loads of different colors. What you do when you go on your beach day, Renee, is you take all of your belongings, like you take your credit cards, your cash, and you put them in here. And then you can leave your stuff, just anything that's not valuable, your beach towels, your clothing, whatever, leave it sitting at your chair. And then anywhere you go, you put this around your neck. If you're going swimming, this is around your neck. It has all of your cash in it. It has your credit cards in it, your room card, and any other valuables. My suggestion to you is to don't take more valuables with you than you actually can fit in that. You don't need them. Right? It's enough cash to put in there, that kind of stuff. Just really leave it back on the ship and take small amounts of things. Don't take a full purse with you. Take that, slip it under your clothes. You'll feel more safe. I'm going to go ahead and get you a link to these waterproof neck wallets. Give me just a moment. It's taking me a second. There's actually some that float, and I like the floating ones. I don't know what it is. It just gives me a little bit of like a sense of a peace of mind. So let me give you a 2-pack of floating neck wallets. They're on Amazon. And this 2-pack is from a company called ProCase, and they come in 4 different colors. You can either get them in black, clear, or you can get them in a couple of shades of blue, and things like that. So let me get those for you. I think it was Renee who asked that question. Renee, here you go, coming at you. And I'm tagging you, Renee, in the chat. Here are the neck wallets coming at you. All right, multitasking, guys. Oh my goodness, we have some super chats in the house. Oh, top rad. Thank you so very much. Oh, you're not catching up. You don't ever have to do a super chat, but wonderful to see you. Thank you very, very much for being here and also for being a part of our Backstage crew. Yay, our buddy, the Recon 1A, who has been a follower for many years, just gave us a generous super chat. Thank you. Recon 1A said 27 days until we board Carnival Panorama. Let's go! Question, I would like 2 suggested excursions for Puerto Vallarta and Cabo. I don't know if Mazatlan is off the level 3 threat. Okay, so if you do Mazatlan and they're offering excursions, just take one with the ship or do something that goes to Stone Island. Stone Island is fun in Mazatlan, but I would be more than happy, Recon 1A, to give you 2 suggested excursions for Puerto Vallarta. The first one would be Las Caletas. We have a vlog about Las Caletas. If you search, it is a private beach day. It is not a private island. It is just a beach that is completely remote and only accessible by boat in the southern bay area of Puerto Vallarta. When you go there, they have food, they have all you can drink, all you can eat. They have all kinds of wild animals that they bring out for you to see. They have snakes and birds. They have flamingos they bring onto the beach. You can swim out into these cabanas that are out on the water, floating docks. They're not really cabanas, they're floating docks. Las Caletas is such a wonderful and fun excursion in Puerto Vallarta. The other thing I recommend in Puerto Vallarta, if you're very high adventure, is zip lining. And a third option in Puerto Vallarta, Recon 1A, that I just absolutely love to do down there is to get a hotel day pass. Now, Carnival is probably going to sell you day passes on the ship as well. You can probably go to the Hyatt Ziva with them, but you can also book day passes on your own in Puerto Vallarta and just take a taxi cab. That's what we do all the time. We never book with the cruise line. We have booked it Now Amber. Write these down, Recon 1A. Now Amber, the Marriott, which is pretty close. Marriott's supposed to be phenomenal for day passes in Puerto Vallarta. And also the Hyatt Ziva you can book on your own. There's more than those three. Those are just some of the best ones for that area. Now, Cabo San Lucas is tricky. If you're very high adventure in Cabo San Lucas, Cabo, let's just say Cabo, Recon 1A. If you're an adventurer, I love the Wild Canyon Park Pass. It's expensive, but it's fun. You take a pretty long van ride out to this nature park where you get to do adventurous things all day. You can ride ATVs, dune buggies. You can go, what else did we do, Mr. Cruise Tips TV? You can ride horses. You can ride camels. They have a free lunch that comes with it. It's phenomenal. But if you're looking for something a little more low-key in Cabo San Lucas, I recommend taking a water taxi to Medano Beach, Medano. We have a vlog about how to do that. There's water taxi drivers lined up everywhere when you get off the ship. Our favorite water taxi driver is a guy named Jerry. His name is Gerardo Alvarez. Not Geraldo, but Gerardo Alvarez. If you look for Jerry, he knows who we are. It's become like a funny thing that all of the Cruise Tips TV community goes and finds Jerry in Cabo. So there's some ideas for you, Recon 1A. And thank you so much for the super chat. I hope that you feel happy with your answer today. I hope that was helpful. Misty Hayden said, I've only cruised on Carnival, but I want to try Celebrity. I don't understand about the different classes on Celebrity. Can you still have a great time on the cruise only rates? Oh, absolutely, Misty. Yes, you certainly can. You can add things a la carte if you'd like to, but just the design of Celebrity ships and the food quality and the vibe and the demographic is going to be very different in general from Carnival. So give it a try, even if it's a stripped down rate. I think you're going to love it. Bruce Cruz, how are you, Bruce? Bruce says, question, what is the wonder sparkle in the 100K plaque mural? It's a disco ball that you can't see. It's actually a full-on disco ball above my head. And I'm spinning it right now, so you could probably see the reflection in the mirror. See it? But yeah, we have a disco ball hanging, and we've never done anything with it, and we tease ourselves all the time. We're like, why do we buy the disco ball and never do anything with it? So that's what it is, Bruce. A cottage girl, hello, darling. She said, curious about the Northeast cruise late in September regarding temps, first cold cruise for us. Okay, it may not be that cold. Obviously, when you're getting into October, it gets a lot more, what's the word? It gets a lot more chilly in October, but in September, you might find it to be more seasonal. I did that cruise over the Labor Day weekend one time, and it was like, gosh, I mean, Cindy, it was like 80 degrees half the time. I wore shorts half the time. So in September, I would say think of like, I'm trying to think of where you live exactly. I'm thinking probably best way to think of it is like September in Alaska would probably be a good parallel. So for me, I'd still pack a pair of shorts. I'd go jeans, waterproof jackets, or waterproof rain layer. Treat it like an Alaska one, Cindy. That's what I would do. Hopefully that helps you. We can offline about it too. Endless Part said, can you do a video on autism of the seas? They're amazing for kids with special needs. You know what? We actually did some kind of an article about them many, many years ago. They are wonderful. What they do is provide services, special services for families dealing with autism to help the kids adapt. And I have heard wonderful things about them. So I don't know that we're going to do another article about it, but I can tell you that that is definitely, without a doubt, a service that more people need to know about. Samir said, what's your favorite cruise bathroom hack? Oh, I love this one. So a good cruise bathroom hack, if you are cruising on one of those old ships that has the old shower curtains that are really sticky and like stick to you, take a couple of magnets and put them on the bottom to hold the shower curtain down so it doesn't stick to your body, or take some clothespins for putting things on the line above you. So those are 2 hacks, Samir. But the clothespins for putting on the clothesline, the line that goes across the shower, is good when the kids' swimsuits get wet at the end of the day. You can like clothespin them up. Hopefully that helps. C. Jane Cook said, question, traveling with mom who will be in a scooter. Do you know anything about the accessibility with the tender for Catalina? Carnival says it's doable, wondering if I've witnessed it. The thing about Catalina that's nice, C. Jane Cook, is a lot of times in Catalina, they use the Catalina tenders, not the ship's tenders. And so they're very large boats and they're much more accessible, and they should be able to help with that. What I would do is go to the Shore Excursions desk when you board and just kind of let them know what you need and see if they're going to be using the Catalina tenders or the ship's tenders, and they should be able to specifically help you. But have I seen it in Catalina? I don't remember. I have seen it done in other places. I'll be honest, sometimes to me it looks a little sketchy and scary. I feel like a lot of people who are in wheelchairs often avoid the tender ports for good reason, but in Catalina you should be okay. The water is typically calm too, which is critical here, okay? Because if the boat that's next to the ship, the tender boat next to the ship, is rocking a lot, that's where getting the wheelchair onto the tender gets a little bit, that's where I've seen it look a little bit scary and sketchy. But generally speaking, they're not going to dock in Catalina or anchor off of Catalina if it's rough. It should be very calm sea, so you should be okay. Vanessa Bullock, how to do room service? I'm a girl on a budget. I prepay everything. I don't want any surprises at the end of the cruise. Vanessa, great question. It depends on the cruise line that you're on. Not all of them charge for room service, and even when they do, it's usually not a lot of money. We do have a video on our YouTube channel called how room service works on Royal Caribbean. So if you're going on Royal Caribbean, you could watch that video. But generally speaking, the prices are going to be right listed on the menu, so you're not going to have any surprises. But there usually are free items too. Even on lines where room service is a charge, usually there's some free items like for breakfast. So just watch for it, and they will disclose the prices. When in doubt, just call room service and say, what's this going to cost me? Laura Hummel says, how does everyone secure larger valuables like computers and cameras? Laura, that's tricky because they don't always fit in the safe. So I think people just leave them like in a camera backpack in their closet and hope for the best, or take them with them all the time. But one thing you could do is try to take a camera that does fit in the safe. But yeah, it's tricky with things. Like with laptops and stuff, we struggle with that as well. There's really not much you can do. Yuki Ukami says, question, rum drink recommendations from Carnival. My husband and I are not big drinkers, but we love rum. I have to think about that one, Yuki. Let me see if I can find you. I mean, obviously you want to go to the Red Frog Rum Bar because everything there is going to be a rum drink for the most part, right? So maybe go to the Red Frog Rum Bar. Here's a few that come up. Obviously pina coladas are wonderful. Let's see what else. I'm gonna have to think about it. Off the top of my head, I'm not thinking of a ton of them because it's such a specific question, but I think that everybody else might be able to kind of pitch in on this one. So favorite rum drink from Carnival, guys, put it in the chat. Captain Disney, cruising on Carnival Mardi Gras in June for your honeymoon. What would I buy for the room? Oh, would I buy the room decorations from the cruise line? Yeah. You know what? I think it's a worthwhile splurge to let someone else put the decorations up for you, especially for an anniversary, since it's both of you. You know, if it's a birthday and you can sneak out and do the birthday decorations, but yes, splurge, do it. What is it going to cost you? $35 to $50 at the most? I say yes, for sure. Deborah Alexander said, is it really advantageous to book at the Future Cruise desk for the 2024 cruise on Celebrity? No, I don't think it's advantageous to actually book the cruise. I think it's advantageous to potentially put down a deposit on a future cruise without locking yourself into a cruise, and then talk to your travel agent when you get home about picking a booking later. Deborah Alexander said, also, backpack for Alaska, waterproof, water resistant, Deborah. Water resistant should be good enough for you. You probably don't need waterproof, but let me get you a link for a backpack. I have a good recommendation. And we are going to be doing lots of Alaska packing stuff coming up in the coming weeks, guys. There's some really, really good stuff coming for you. But let me get you a nice water-resistant compact backpack link, Deborah. Coming at you. This one comes in lots and lots of colors too. So let me tag you in this, Deborah. Water-resistant backpack. I don't usually pack a waterproof one because those are hard to find. Leslie Maxwell, hello. Thoughts on leaving the kids in the kids club makes you nervous, but seems like everyone does it. Leslie, I got to tell you, I feel like it's one of the absolute safest places for children in travel. I mean, it's contained. They are extremely well trained. Personally, I feel very safe. My son doesn't always want to be there, but yeah, I feel like it's extremely safe. I mean, the amount of regulations, rules, and things that they have in place on cruise ships are just unbelievable. So I feel safe. Michael Todd, 21 days until your first cruise on Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas to Eastern Caribbean. Thank you for all your tips and tricks. Your videos have been helpful. Thank you, Michael. Yay, have fun on Wonder of the Seas. She's a beauty. Bill Bayengo, is it safe to go to the beaches in Asia by yourself, or should you book an excursion with the ship? I think it's probably, in most of the places that you're going, it's probably safe. I would book some kind of an excursion though, potentially, maybe not even with the ship, but something where you have guidance because of the language barriers, Bill. The language barriers in Asia can be really tricky. So getting to and from and around can be really tricky. Oh, I love it. Seth, I love that question. I'm gonna get to it in a minute. I saw it pop in and I'm gonna go in order, but I love it. Okay, Mr. Cruise Tips TV, I can't see Yuki on question just yet. Maybe move that one up for me, please. Okay, Yuki on the Diamond Princess from Yokohama in 1 more month. Do you know if you need a lot of formal dresses, or do they do a white party like event with Princess as well? I don't remember Princess doing a white deck party, Yuki on. And you probably need, for most cruises in Asia, I would say 2 formal nights, most likely. Sheldon, hi. Sheldon said Princess Reserve class, is that a thing, and is it worth it? So I'm not familiar with it really yet, and we're kind of just learning. Are you talking about the Reserve Collection that's going to be coming up? They have Reserve Collection mini suites. This is what they used to call club class dining. So I'm not really super familiar with everything. Do I think that the club class / Reserve Collection are worth it? To me, no. I'd rather go with Princess Plus or Princess Premier and get those perks. But for those of you who are wondering what the Reserve Collection mini suites do include, formerly called Club Class, you get premium location mini suites, which to me is like, I think all the locations of mini suites are good. Exclusive reserve dining, that's nice, but Princess's dining is great anyway. Priority embarkation and debarkation, yeah, that's okay, but is it worth the money? You get complimentary wine, but really it's only a half bottle of white and half bottle of red. Priority specialty dining reservations, but I mean, you can get the reservations anyway. Evening canapes, upgraded bathrobes, plus the other standard mini suite benefits. So no, to me, I don't think it's worth it. That's just my opinion, but that's because I'd rather spend money on other things, Sheldon. Yeah. Dad, about Disney, is Royal Caribbean still allowing you to bring cases of water on board? I know there's been an issue with smuggling alcohol. As far as I know, Dad, about Disney, yes, but go double check with Matt at Royal Caribbean blog because he's a little bit more finger to the pulse than I am. Daniel Field said, question, are you at all looking at Firenze out of LA? I haven't booked anything, Daniel, but certainly curious about it for sure. I'm fascinated by it, and I think it's going to be really, really cool. Okay, Laura Hummel, what can we do in Victoria, BC? We're in port from 5 to 10 p.m. I get this question so much, Laura. I get it so frequently. Do something. Take a taxi cab around and let them tour you. Go to the Inner Harbor. Go enjoy tea at the Fairmont Empress. Just do something. Take a double-decker bus tour. There's some ideas. Jan Hensley, what shoes do you need to pack for Alaska in April? You hear April is one of the driest months. Yeah, April and May, oddly enough, are dry. April's still going to be chilly, but you want to pack. Do I have them in here? Let me see if I have them in here. I don't have them in here, but what you want to do is, first of all, you need to watch our last video from YouTube about the Alaska packing do's and don'ts. What you want is you want a waterproof or water-resistant sneaker for the most part. You want to avoid shoes that are really porous, that have holes in them and things, because if it drizzles or rains, you're going to have the water seeping into the shoe, Jan. So let me give you a link to our Alaska packing store on Amazon, Jan, and we have so many water resistant shoes in there that you can choose from, including Sperry duck boots. Duck boots are an excellent choice for your Alaska cruise. Also, Columbia makes a wonderful water resistant shoe in men's and women's. They are absolutely wonderful. I'm going to give you all kinds of recommendations right now. So I think that was Jan. Alaska shoes. Jan, here's our whole entire Alaska packing store. Also in the Alaska packing store, if you go to amazon.com/shop/cruise tips TV. Did I get that right? Yes. Amazon.com/shop/cruise tips TV. Go to the Alaska Cruise Essentials store. What you're going to find is water resistant shoes, all kinds of jackets for rainy days and just puffer jackets. You're going to find packing cubes, beanie hats. You're going to find accessories for Alaska like binoculars and things like that, and a massive selection of Sperry's winter boots. Their winter boots are really cute. I actually wear them around my neighborhood all the time when it rains here in California. So I'm trying to see if I have them in here. I do not. Darn it, I really wanted to show this to you, but we'll do an Alaska packing show a little bit later and show them to you. So keep following us over on Amazon too, because we have some Alaska packing stuff coming there too. Yay! Laura Hummel says, if we join your masterclass, is that a lifetime membership? It sure is, Laura. Yeah, you have a lifetime membership. And when we upload new things to the class, those are all complimentary as well. So sometimes we'll upload a new checklist and things like that. If everyone's wondering what Laura is talking about, we actually have a masterclass. So it is a course separated into 3 different chapters that helps people to get a good education on cruising in a sequential fashion, and it's really inexpensive. I've just put a link in the chat for you. Ginger Pancake, welcome to our Patreon, by the way. It's great to have you. She said, I've heard mixed comments about making Royals beds more comfortable. Some say they don't have toppers anymore. Some say they take their own. What do you suggest? I know, I don't feel like Royal Caribbean's beds are really all that comfortable. Personally, I think that they're like the worst in the industry, and I don't know what it is. My suggestion is just grin and bear it. Or book with a cruise line that has amazingly comfortable beds. Like Princess has the Princess luxury beds, and they're actually really comfortable. It's not that horrible. I wouldn't take your own mattress topper. I think that would just be a huge pain. But yeah, you'll get used to it probably. I'm sorry. Jennifer McClintock, hello. Ooh, recommendations for Prince Rupert, BC. I haven't been yet, Jennifer. Hopefully we'll get up to Prince Rupert. Has anybody been to Prince Rupert, and can you make suggestions for Jennifer? If so, type Prince Rupert in all caps for Jennifer and type it in. Yeah. C. Jane Cook, favorite drink at the Alchemy Bar? Oh my gosh, let me tell you. I have a few. Let me get them. I want to make sure I give you the right names because I always kind of mix. There's this one drink that I always mix up. Okay, so my 2 favorites are number 1, the Alchemist Sidecar at the Alchemy Bar and Carnival is amazing. Here's what it is. It's a martini with cognac, triple sec, lime juice, and simple syrup. It's just super simple and phenomenal. Also, I love the spicy chipotle pineapple martini. But there's another one there, and I don't know if Charles and Elizabeth are still here, but I know that they know what it is. Oh, it's the Island Old Fashioned. The Island Old Fashioned is one that people forget about. It's very strong. It's Bacardi 8 sugar water bitters, but it's like so good. Like the spiced bitters in it are so good. So the Island Old Fashioned. I think we made the Island Old Fashioned in a video on our channel one time. Juan Fernandez, hello, how are you? Juan said suggestions for excursions in Costa Maya. You know what I love to do, Juan, in Costa Maya is I like to go to a private beach club called Maya Chan. They provide transportation. Google Maya Chan and see if they're open when you go, but the beach clubs are great. Joe Bloom. Overnight in Honolulu, any suggestions for supper? Oh, I don't know, Joe. I haven't dined in Honolulu forever. You guys type, if you have dinner suggestions for Joe, type Honolulu in all caps and put your favorite restaurants. Seth might know. Seth might have some. Tara M, tote or backpack on embarkation day? For me, a backpack. Yes, because you're not going to have your luggage with you, Tara, because, you know, so you're going to need to keep that sort of on your back and out of your hands. Meow. How are you, Meow? His purr scratch. I know who you are. We got to cruise with you on Princess. Let's see. Booked on Carnival Spirit, August to Alaska, just mom, 2-year-old and me. What's something I have to do with my son besides green eggs and ham? Already have the book. Okay, Carnival Spirit. That's right, he'll be 2. Carnival Spirit. What would you do with your son besides green eggs and ham? I don't know. I'm trying to think about it right now. On Carnival Spirit, I mean, to me, what I would do with a 2-year-old is on embarkation day, I'll go straight to the pools and hot tubs and get in there while they're not crowded. That's the first thing that came to my mind, was like beeline for the pools on day 1 and wear the baby out. Like, enjoy it. But I don't even know if he's going to be potty trained and able to go in at that time. I have to think about it. Let's DM each other offline and I'll see if I can think of some things on Spirit that aren't the green eggs and ham breakfast. Honestly, you're just going to have a blast on the ship. Those Spirit class vessels are really good for kids. Karen Clay. On Diamond Princess, does the thermal spa package give access to the Japanese bath, Izumi? I don't think so. I think, Karen, that when I went on, you booked Izumi on an a la carte basis. So you'd walk up to Izumi and it was like $15 for a pass just for that moment. But then the spa was completely separate. But I don't know, Karen, if they've changed the way that it works now. But that's how it worked for us. Dwayne Johnson. Do I think rain boots are a necessity in Alaska in June? You're thinking, no, I don't. Absolutely, Dwayne, I do not think rain boots are a necessity. I think what you really need is a water-resistant sneaker, and that's it. Waterproof sneaker, water-resistant sneaker. We have some linked in our Amazon store, so I'm going to get that for you too, Dwayne. If you're still here, check out these Alaska sneakers, okay? There is so much demand for Alaska shopping. And I'm loving this, and that tells me that I need to get more Alaska content out for you guys stat, and I am going to work on that. Dwayne, here's Alaska sneakers coming in there for you. Jennifer Brand, can you use a Visa gift card in the Dominican Republic or Tortola? You should be able to. Yeah, because it should act like a Visa card. Right, Jennifer? Doesn't it just act like a credit card? I think you should be able to. Yeah, I think so. Dad, about Disney leaving for Wonder of the Seas is coming Sunday. You have been to multiple ports but never St. Kitts. What beach do you recommend that's family friendly? I actually haven't been to St. Kitts. But one thing people always tell me is if you've never been to St. Kitts, one of the things you should do the first time you go there is to do an island tour. But I've heard that South Friars Bay is beautiful. And Frigate Bay South is supposed to be one of the most popular. So Frigate Bay South and also South Friars Bay, but it looks like that one's most popular. Banana Bay Beach looks extremely remote, but very, very beautiful. Doesn't look like there's as much on it. Cockleshell Bay, it looks like it has some amenities and might be good with kids. Yeah, South Friars Bay looks really good, and it looks like it's not too far from Basseterre. So I'm feeling like South Friars Bay might be the best beach for you on St. Kitts. Secretary Weber Davis, what's the best ship out of Long Beach with a 7-night cruise? Well, Long Beach is all Carnival. So if you can do Carnival Panorama, that would be amazing. But if you can expand to other ships that also go out of Los Angeles, which is less than 10 minutes away, you've got Princess and Norwegian and a Celebrity and all kinds of other ships too. But if you're going out of Long Beach strictly, I would say Carnival Panorama. Queet Beat. Do I have plus size items in the Alaska section? I have plus size items absolutely in the Alaska section, some jackets and things, but where you're gonna wanna find the best plus size things in our store is in the cruise fashion section. Queet Beat, let me get you a link to that. Recently updated with new plus size fashion items, and I'm gonna get that for you. Bear with me. So if you go to our Amazon store, you're going to find, it's gonna say cruise fashion. It's actually the very top left-hand thing. And we have plus size swimwear, cover-ups. Scroll down a little bit because actually the first bit of fashion in there is for men. So you're gonna wanna scroll down. One of my favorite plus size fashion items, Queet Beat, in there, I'm gonna give you a little, let me put the link in there. Plus size fashion, here it comes. One of my favorite plus size fashion items that I wear is Democracy jeans and Democracy shorts. Are we able to share screen, honey? I want to share screen and show Queet Beat these great pants because they're so comfortable and I'm wearing them now. I don't think you can see them, but Queet Beat, I'm gonna put my mouse over them. Do you see these jeans right here and these shorts? They are phenomenal. And these are all plus size, this whole section right here. So I want you to look for the Democracy women's plus size shorts. And then you're gonna see there's more plus size items here. Do you see all of these rash guards and all of these dresses? You're gonna love it, girlfriend. Go check it out and look at these pretty swimsuits. So we've got our plus size girls, we've got you covered, and go check it out. Yeah, we can stop the screen share, honey. Okay, cool. Samir, Ensenada recommendations, walk about a mile into town and go to tacos where they invented the fish taco. Yes, that's a great Ensenada one. Thank you. Yuki, tips for cruising with infants under 1. Yes, with infants under 1, what you want to do is make sure that you, in advance, you want to reserve a pack and play or better yet, a crib for the baby beforehand with the cruise line. Additionally, Yuki, you also want to take an umbrella stroller for the baby. An umbrella stroller is the ones that are foldable, small foldable with a little shade, so much better than big strollers. Never decaf, that's so awesome. Thanks for sharing that you were watching an old live. That's so cool. Jennifer, your first time cruising. Do I have any transportation suggestions from Houston Airport to Galveston? Yes, I do. Jennifer, go to Facebook and search Galveston Saltwater Moms. It is a family-run business. It's a whole bunch of moms who take their personal vehicles and they drive cruisers to the ports. Galveston Saltwater Moms. You have to go through Facebook. You have to start the conversation with a DM. They do not have a website. This is just how they run their business, but I've heard wonderful things. You can also take a shuttle, you can Uber, you can do all of those things, or Lyft. Yay, Jennifer, happy cruising. Jan Hensley, best time to see the shows on Norwegian? I would say early in the cruise, Jan. I don't know about like time of night, but yeah. Secretary Weber Davis, Willie B, oh, okay, I think we already got Secretary Weber Davis's question. I think we already answered. We answered that earlier, Willie B. Recharging with Disney says, have you been to the Sonesta Maho Beach Resort in St. Martin? Wondering about their resort for a day pass. Yes, believe it or not, I actually stayed at Ocean Point for almost a week when I was in St. Martin doing some coverage with their tourism board. Now, the Sonesta Maho is adjoined. It's a wonderful family resort. It's really great. It's not fancy, but it's fun, and it has a casino, and it's got a great beach, and it's right on Maho Beach, which is the beach with the airplane, so it's great. Yay, have fun recharging with Disney. Leslie M, first timer on YouTube. Yay. Oh my gosh, we have so many newbies today, you guys. This is so exciting. Make sure you're subscribed, by the way, y'all. Make sure you're subscribed. Okay, let me just check here. Leslie, you know your kids would love the kids club, but nervous to leave them there. Okay, don't be nervous to leave them there, Leslie. That is the least of your concerns. If they want to go, you're winning. It's very safe. You're going to be okay. Noreen Chang, anyone done Mayan ruin excursions that run 6+ hours? How was it? Noreen, I've not done it from Cozumel, if that's what you're asking, but I've done Mayan ruins when I went on land vacations to Cancun, and they are phenomenal. But yeah, very long day, very hot. Jennifer Brandis, NCL Escape ship thermal spa worth $299 per person. That's a lot, in my opinion, Jennifer. Juan Fernandez said, on Carnival, do you get the same experience on anytime dining as preferred time? Well, I think what you mean is, is anytime dining the same as like traditional? Yes and no. You have to make a reservation before you show up. It's a little bit more of a hassle, but you should get the same experience. You're just going to have rotating servers. But, you know, I mean, every ship is going to be different. Deborah Alexander, yes, it's okay. Absolutely okay to book with private vendors in Alaska. Yes, yes, yes. Now be prepared though, right? Like you said, if they change the itinerary, you have to contact that vendor. So you must get the internet package, you must have their phone number, you must have their email, and you must be able to contact them. You also need to make sure that they do not charge you if they cancel at all, nothing. You should get your whole deposit back if your ship doesn't dock. Trend B, finally going on Celebration, and surprisingly, it's not a solo cruise. Told you won't be able to see everything in one cruise, but one thing you shouldn't miss. Oh, on Carnival Celebration. Let me think about it for a second. Hang on, I want to look at the deck plan. I need to look at the deck plan because I think that this is going to be tough. I wouldn't worry so much too about it. I mean, you're probably going to see more than you think. But I'm gonna say if I had to pick one thing you shouldn't miss, well, I mean, obviously it would be Bolt, right? The roller coaster would be pretty amazing. Let's go with a dining item too, because I think this is tough, but I think you guys should type in, and I think you should do Emerald's Bistro and Bolt. I'm gonna go with those two items. Mila, yay, you're going on Discovery Princess. Yes, you can take your own wine opener, Mila. Shayna Barber, do I recommend the Carnival shuttle for the airport to the ship? Depends on the port, Shayna. Depends on the port. Sometimes I do, sometimes I think it's cheaper to do your own transportation. So, kind of depends. Jan Hensley, anything really fun to do in downtown Juneau or Skagway off the beaten path? Yeah, downtown Juneau, you've got to go. What's it called, honey? What's the saloon? How come I forgot? The what? The Red Dog Saloon. Thank you, honey. Red Dog Saloon in Juneau, and also is it Tracy's Crab in Juneau? Yeah, Tracy's Crab Shack in Juneau, the Red Dog Saloon in Juneau. Skagway is such a small town. Off the beaten path is kind of hard, but my favorite thing to tell people to do in Skagway is go to Skagway Brewing Company, get some tater tots, and get a Spruce Tips Ale beer in Skagway. Trust me. Just trust me. Spruce Tips Ale. So good. That information was given to me by a Skagway insider, and I was so glad that I did it. Is that our last question, Mr. Cruise Tips TV? Did we really knock him out? I think Captain Disney has a question that just came in. Can you walk to the market that's next to Atlantis and Nassau, or do you have to take a taxi? You cannot walk to Atlantis. Anything near Atlantis, it is a cab ride for sure. Or I think they have water taxis that go over there too, but you have to take a taxi. You're welcome, Dad About Disney. Oh my goodness sakes. Do we have some VIPs here, guys? I believe that we do. We have got, I see Tommy from Always Be Booked is in the house. What is up? Tommy is here. And oh my goodness, you guys, not only Tommy, but Emma Cruises, the one and only. Emma, thank you so much for being here. It's wonderful to see you. Thanks for popping in, you guys. I hope you're having a great weekend. Hello, hello. All right, any other last minute cruise questions? We're ready for you guys. Shoot them to us. We are also doing our Amazon after party today. If you guys would like to come shop for some cruise gear, we have so many fun things going on over on Amazon. We're going to be over there cooking. After this, we're actually going to bake a chicken in the air fryer, and we're going to make coconut rice in the Instant Pot. But while we're doing that, we're going to be sharing all these amazing Amazon deals with you, and most of them are travel related. So I have some really exciting new travel things. I can't see the chat anymore on my side. It says it's disconnected, Mr. Crispy. Are you seeing that as well? You're not? Okay, well, let me just make sure that I have it up to date. Did we get everyone's questions? Oh, the straw market in Nassau, Seth. I think you can walk to the straw market. Yeah, I think so. Aw, thank you, Ginger Pancake. I hope we didn't miss any questions today. Top Rad said be prepared for long lines at Tracy's Crab Shack in Juneau. You're welcome, Deborah. Tommy from Always Booked said on Celebration, Emeralds and the show in the atrium on the last night, very interactive. So those are some good tips. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you so much. Okay. I think we got all of the questions, you guys. Oh, nope, a few more. Sorry. Heather Parsons said, is the mason jar all you can eat for brunch on Wonder? Yes, it really is, but you're gonna be full so fast, Heather. We had so much food, we couldn't even finish it, and we felt really guilty, but yeah, they let you order multiple courses. Tren, yes, Tren, we're looking forward to Friends Day coming to Long Beach. It's gonna be so exciting. I can't believe it's actually happening. It's amazing, way cool. Michael said, do shuttles run from Orlando hotels to Port Canaveral? Yes. What you want to do is you want to use a shuttle service like GoPort, and GoPort will take you to and from the area. Yeah. Oh, Charles, you're so funny and so sweet. You're always our VIP. Deborah said, is there a new port in Miami? Well, there's new terminals popping up all the time in Miami, without a doubt. All right. Do we get everybody's questions? Oh, Jennifer said tips on things to do in St. Thomas. Always in St. Thomas, beach day, taking the tram thing up to the top of the mountain. I actually, for St. Thomas, everybody always asks about beaches. And Mike and Cheryl, who are here, are going to tell you, hands down, Megan's Bay is the way to go. All right. Top Rad said, book your excursions early. They do sell out in Alaska. Good one. Okay, I think that we have answered all of your questions. Give us 5 to 10 minutes to get set up for the Amazon after party. Come join us for some cruise shopping over there, you guys. It's really fun, I promise. If you don't have time to watch us live, you can still click on it and look at the carousel of items and grab some amazing deals on cruise stuff today. This was a very busy and wonderful chat. Thank you guys for bringing all of your questions and also for bringing all of the answers. Those of you who helped out, we really, really appreciate it. And we will catch you soon. Zakia, definitely check out our Amazon store for cruise outfits. Let me get that for you. Here's some cruise fashion for you, Zakia. Coming in at the last minute. I saw your question at the last minute, and I'm going to give you some cruise fashion ideas, okay? There you go, Zakia. There's some cruise outfits for you. That's right, Seth. I know who you are. You guys are all always special. Oh, Paulette said, what's the best site for cruise prices? There's no site. The best place to get good cruise prices is with your travel agent because they can shop all of the different dates and deals and cruise lines. So Paulette, your secret weapon is your travel agent. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. All right, you guys. Have a wonderful Sunday. We'll see you over on Amazon Live in just a few moments. And until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Bye-bye.
Cruise around the week.
Hey, click me to subscribe.